Welcome. Congrats on your new management position. Aren't you excited? Being a manager is a bit of a big deal. You are responsible for so many things. Don't worry though, we'll help you get started with some training. For whatever managerial position you are taking up, you'll need 5 key skills: planning, staffing, organizing, directing, and controlling. We interviewed 12 individuals who are expertise in these 5 fields to get you started with some real-world examples. We will be starting you off with an intro into planning.
Planning is a very vital tool as a manager. It is a process of specifying functions that includes goal setting, the plan of how to achieve those goals, identifying business challenges, and progression goals. This will help you through the process of planning because it gives a quick and brief explanation of things needed to plan accordingly.
I am the owner of Namiko's Japanese restaurant in Arvada. What type of things do I plan? Pretty much everything. Front of the house, back of the house, kitchen, sushi bar. I coordinate servers, bartenders, cooks, and chefs. I plan these things by making schedules for everybody.
The clip previously shown relates to this function because she states exactly how she plans for things to occur and the structure in which she completes these things. Some factors that could impact the planning process in this specific management could be things such as people not showing up, food not being delivered or not being stored in proper places, liquor not being delivered, etc.
Wow, planning sure is important. I hope you're following along, because after you plan, you'll need to find those people responsible for carrying out your vision.
Staffing is the process of grouping various people with different knowledge, skill, experience, talent, and key areas of expertise together to help benefit the business. It is a very important skill within management. You have to be aware of each employee's skill set in order to staff accordingly. So you have to understand how to determine which employees belong together based on their past experiences. This clip describes real-world needs for the function of staffing.
But what I always look for and what's important to me is attitude and desire. Are the people ambitious and excited but they have to really have a desire and kind of a passion for what we're doing and supporting people. And I ask a lot of key questions trying to uncover work ethic, because that's what's key to me. We can teach people skill sets, but you can't teach attitude and drive and desire to do a good job.
Some of the needs described were planning their employees' work schedule as well as work vacations. Some factors that could affect staffing within management is employees' vacations or family emergencies. Also, if they call off sick, the manager has to find somebody to fill their spot.
Now that you're in charge of all these people, you'll need a way to arrange them. Let's get you acquainted with the useful tool of organizing.
Organizing is arranging your business's employees, resources, policies, and procedures to put the plan into action. Organizing helps you handle designing job roles, creating organizational structures, allocating tasks, resources, and facilities, and communicating and developing effective relationships with your employees.
I organize large construction refrigeration projects from handoff to completion. I attend planning and schedule meetings to review and discuss important goals and dates. I then have to build a crew and assign tasks and deadlines to stay on schedule.
Nick Brandenberger is a superintendent at RK Mechanical. Nick organizes all of these aspects to stay on schedule and meet the project's requirements and deadlines. There are many factors that can impact your organizational decision-making, such as the size of your organization, your managerial abilities, the competence of your employees, the business environment, the business's life cycle, and the business strategy.
Finally, everything is put in place. Now that you've completed organizing the business, it's time to get it running. Learning the skill of directing is crucial to make a productive work environment.
Directing is a very important skill within management. It is the process of instructing, guiding, and overseeing the performance of your employees in order to see if your business is on track to achieve predetermined goals. Directing is important to help your employees understand how the workplace is supposed to be run, as well as explain and help with any issues or problems that come up.
Whom do you motivate and direct?
My direct report is the executive assistant. I motivate her is by keeping her involved and not just giving her tasks that would be a regular executive assistant's task. She is always there with me. She attends networking events. She's very much involved. And I think when you do that, it really gives them a sense of ownership. It's not just like they're coming in and doing a job, but they're actually owning it and being a part of the team that's making it, and building the team and building the company. So
some factors that could impact directing within management could be weather, because that can make you have to cancel an operation if a truck or something doesn't make there on time. Another factor that could impact directing is if multiple workers call off sick. Directing will be much harder with a smaller staff, and a manager will have to help out.
Let's go! We're finally headed in the right direction of managing your business. It's time to buckle down and learn how to control your business as a manager. The primary goal when controlling and management is to compare the actual performance with your company's set standards. It is important for a manager to set up your employees on a path that completes company goals. If they stray, it is up to you to take corrective action. George Perez gives his advice on how to handle those situations.
I like to praise in public, and I reprimand in private. You have to practice that. I've learned that throughout the years. So I also treat them all the same. Yes, it's true that you develop individual relationships with people as friends, and I can say I'm friends with every one of them in a different way outside of being their manager. But I think really it's just earning their respect by being able to get out on the floor, work with them, go out in the field.
George Perez helps control the success of his business by providing private feedback, an open door policy, and respect for his employees. It is possible managers from other departments could be a factor that impacts your controlling process. When other departments are impatient or have other objectives than you do, they tend to communicate their frustrations with your workers. Don't let them control your worker. Make sure your employees know to direct other managers to you so they can voice their concerns and you can give your employees the appropriate feedback.
Now, with all said and done, it's time to get some real-world experience. If you follow these steps given to you, you'll be able to accomplish and achieve all your goals as a manager. And now, with that, you're ready to manage.